Alright, I am going to be building a Slimline Fancy Pencil kit. I just happened to get it at Wood & Whimsy, but I know they're available all over the place. Slimline kit has a center band. This is a gunmetal kit. 2 tubes that are 7mm, and I've got acrylic that we're going to play with. I got 3 sets, a purple, a green, and a dark blue. So I've gone through the quick part of drilling, surfacing the ends, squaring up the ends, and gluing the tubes. Not in that order. Quite a while, but they're acrylic, so they're going to be quite fun. And then with a pencil kit, I do need to use the center band, so I will have to make it a slim kit, where a lot of kits I'll do a lot fatter and eliminate the center band. So let's put these on the lathe. Here's another interesting trick. I've got this tool, which is just the proper size drill bit to go inside these brass tubes perfectly, built with a handle. And what I'm going to use that for is to just clean the glue out right out of the end, or the brass if it's got bent over a little bit when I cleared the end. So that'll clear the tube out, kind of go like that, put that back down in it so I can mount it on the mandrel. Now I'm going to mount the blank on the lathe. I had to think about it for a minute to get the pattern to line right up. I should have marked them before I cut them, but now I've got the pattern to line up there in the middle. I've got one bushing down there, this bushing in the middle. Slide this on, make sure I've still got the pattern lined up, and then I've got a few extra little bands. That's not the proper bushing for this end. I don't know where my bushings went. I cleaned up my shop, so I'll probably turn this and measure. Alright, snug that on there. You don't want it too tight. Bring the lathe in, tighten it up. So we're ready to hit this with the skew. Alright, I promised the skew, so I got my smallest skew. You know I'm kidding. There. Tighten it up tiny bit. On, wedding ring gone. Trying to round that off. That's working pretty good. Okay, these babies are dull. You can see the difference in cutting. Definitely was cutting true stone last with these, which is basically a rock. Let's see how this works. Certainly sounds a lot better. The smell and these wispies, so that's coming off pretty good like that. This is what it looks like with basically an easy roughing tool. Don't like that. I think I gotta change that blade too. I think that blade is a victim of the true stone as well. Go faster. Let's try a more reasonable size skew. I'm down to being done with the cutting. I'm finished up with my gouge and just really light cuts. Just like that to bring the nice close up here. I got it all cut down to the size I want. I'm a little bit big on the bushings, but I'm going to sand it down. I'm going to start at about 220 and go all the way to 12,000 on the micro mesh. Nice close up here. I got it all cut down to the size I want. I'm a little bit big on the bushings, but I'm going to sand it down. I'm going to start at about 220 and go all the way to 12,000 on the micro mesh. Now I've just finished start polishing it on the lathe. Let me try that again. Now I just finished polishing this on the lathe with micro mesh paper. I use this brand called Micro Mesh. It starts at right after 600 sandpaper. Make sure to wet sand it, and they say you can. Well, hello, Jojo. What are you doing? I'm a shop kitty. Anyway, they say you can just touch it up, just go through it quick. I usually spend quite a bit more time. Now let's go assemble the pen. Now we'll go assemble. Okay, so to assemble this, as far as I can tell, I've got a end piece, a middle piece, and a front piece that holds the tip, and then this tip goes over the top and will twist together, and then